or certain people. Fulham retain bragging rights in West London, but hey, listen, that was never in doubt, was it? Let's have a deep dive on how Fulham beat Brentford and the Cambridge preview.
He couldn't pull it down. Inamoto!
After a few maligned performances by many, including myself, I think Fulham's man of the match on Saturday night was Alex Iwobi. I think you look at what he did, coming into a more central role that many have asked for week upon week, and I think you saw just what he could do. You see here with Alex Iwobi coming inside and playing that sumptuous ball into Harry Wilson that followed a magic finish from the Welson's magic left foot. And there was a superb ball from Alex. You see him driving up the pitch with Ryan Sessegnon creating space on that left side that allows Alex to come in and create centrally. That we will get onto soon. And Iwobi's involvement in pretty much nearly everything about Fulham going forward was paramount to victory on Saturday night. The Nigerian was the main ball controller for Marco Silva's men, something that I think he would be much more suited to in a more regular basis. And we saw just why on Saturday night. We see here that Alex is in a central role. We saw many times he interchanged with Josh King, and you see here that on the left of the photo, you've got Josh King right on that left side, sort of in that wing role that we have seen in substitute appearances at West Ham or in youth roles throughout his appearances in the youth team for Josh King. And I think that is a great skill to have, that Fulham can have a sort of free roaming, like interchanging attack that I sort of did pinpoint during the match preview, and Fulham did that to great effect. You see that Iwobi played a great ball through to Ryan Sessegnon, who once again was the highest end player for Fulham on that left side, who was pushing the issue, going down that left wing as essentially a left winger from left back, and that was in much thanks to Alex Iwobi, allowing him space down the left side. Once again, like Alex Iwobi controlling the ball from central areas, you see Ryan Sessegnon on that left side, stretching that Brentford defence, and you see Josh King sort of in a triangle with Fulham's left back and Alex Iwobi there to sort of make a triangle of play, and that has Sepp van der Berg and Jordan Henderson occupied along with Michael Ode, and that allows a lot of Alex Iwobi to play a very effective ball towards Rodrigo Muniz. I think that central role for Alex is something that we should see a lot more of during the next few weeks. Despite Josh King's mistake, that obviously led to a Brentford goal, I think that what was very impressive from not just Josh but the Fulham team, that soon as Josh made that mistake, that sort of didn't despair Josh from trying things, from being that creative spark that Fulham were crying out for. Josh kept running at the defence, kept trying flicks, kept trying tricks, going into those half spaces, and you see it here with Alex Iwobi as that main controller of possession. Ryan Sessegnon making that move down that left side, creating space for Alex Iwobi and Ryan Sessegnon, making that move towards the half space that led to a Fulham corner. That underlapping run that Josh has done so many times creates the central space needed for Alex to be that central controller for Fulham, and that is a massive asset for a Fulham team that is becoming less and less of the stagnant creative side that we saw in the latter stages of last season. Moving deep down the picture, you see sort of what I was talking about previously about Alex Iwobi. You see how deep he is there, and you see how high Ryan Sessegnon is towards the top of the fight, like in that top left corner, and you see that Alex Iwobi plays the ball into Josh King, and he's got I believe that is Jordan Henderson on his back to 7. He quickly does an efficient turn, change the course of his play for Fulham, turns his man and drives Fulham up pitch. He beats another man after this snapshot of play, and Josh King effective through all thirds for Fulham. I alluded to it earlier, but Ryan Sessegnon was absolutely key to Fulham's attack, not only in Saturday night's victory, but throughout the first 5 games of this season for Fulham. We have seen that with Anthony Robinson being out with injury, Fulham haven't really missed a beat, with Ryan Sessegnon stepping back into that left back role at Craven Cottage, and that is a credit to Ryan filling those massive shoes like of Anthony Robinson. And despite sort of, as I'll get on in the second half of this video with the Cambridge preview, I think that Anthony Robinson is getting back to full fitness and will start today against Cambridge. But I've got to say that Ryan's performances mean that he shouldn't slide straight back into this Fulham team. Ryan has done more than enough to hold down that left back role, and we see just here what he's done. We see Ryan Sessegnon being that high light and wide player, stretching that Brentford defence, and we see it just here, him streaming down that left wing, creating many problems for that solid Brentford back four. Not to jump my points, but Joachim Anderson as well was absolutely superb, and you saw with an absolute superlative ball here from Joachim. He sprays it 30 yards wide to Ryan Sessegnon on far on that left side. Great touch from Ryan, takes it down. Great ball into the box, drives towards that byline. Great ball into the box a lot, and he puts that to that danger area where Ethan Punnick does honour his son a lot, and he sticks it straight into that Fulham net. But listen, while that was a bit of luck with Fulham, that was from a great passage of play from probably two of the best Fulham players this season, Ryan Sessegnon and Joachim Anderson. And despite Pinnock being the one who knocks it light into his own net, say that Pinnock doesn't knock it in, Harry Wilson, who is just behind him, probably does. That is a great ball from Ryan, just what we want to see from him a lot. And we saw numerous dangerous crosses or forays really into shots as well. That we saw from Ryan being that sort of pseudo left winger from that deep left back role. Ryan was key in Fulham taking the handbrake off against a deep defensive Brentford side. I'll give, for me, Fulham's player of the season so far, Joachim Anderson, some more credit here. I think that Joachim's dictating play from the centre-back role has been paramount to how Fulham have built up their attacks within the past few weeks, and that was especially prevalent like against a Brentford team that sat very deep. Fulham did very well to sort of sit up high against a Brentford side, and that was done with much help from Joachim Anderson. We see here with this diag forward from Joa, trademark from the Dane. He pushed it light into the channel, and we see here this another point that I wanted to make. Sasa Lukic and Sander Berger in Saturday night's game were much more proficient going forward, and that is a massive plus for Fulham. Sasa makes that run into the channel while Sander Berger sits deep, and you saw many times throughout Saturday's 90 that the two central midfielders sort of light interchange between a deeper line or a midfielder that went forward, and in this case it was Sasa getting a Fulham corner at the end of this photo. And then we see in the next slide just here, it was Sasa playing the ball through to Sander Berger, moving into that half space that once again resulted in another Fulham corner. That sort of duo of Berger and Lukic becoming more attackingly proficient is crucial for Fulham's success this season. I'll finish out the Brentford deep dive with some waxing poetic about Rodrigo Muniz, and you see here for Fulham's second goal that Rodrigo bullies Nathan Collins, which I'll get more onto in the next few slides, as he did that throughout the whole 90. Rodrigo started slow, but once he got that involvement for that first Fulham goal on about the 35-minute mark, Rodrigo could be stopped, and straight after that goal, he bullies Collins, takes it down, turns, and plays that ball to Alex Iwobi. That ends up in that Fulham goal, right? And we see it in the next slide just here. It is another looping ball forward, and Rodrigo bullies his man, turns him, and brings Fulham upfield and links play up well, being that physical hold-up striker that Fulham need, a true target man. I think that we have seen in the last few games, especially the last game, Rodrigo developing a real sense of being a back-to-goal striker to great effect, and he was very unlucky not to get his goal. But I won't jump my point. I'll jump on to Fulham's first goal. Just here we see that Sasa Lukic comes with a shot, obviously sort of linking back to my last point, being more effective going forward, being more potent, making that shot, blocks, loops into the air. And Rodrigo, sometimes like as a striker, it is as simple as putting yourself about, being physical, using your physical frame to your advantage. And Rodrigo does just that here. He bullies Nathan Collins, not for the first time, not for the last. And listen, despite Nathan Collins' protest to the referee, Muniz bullies Collins out of the way and allows chaos in the box to ensue. A lot, and that allows Alex Iwobi to see him being highlighted, making that late arriving run to make it 1-0. And now on to what should have been Fulham's fourth goal, and in my opinion, I am sort of counting it like as a 4-1 result. You see another great ball forward from Joachim Anderson. Mooney's goes and challenges for it, uses his body superbly, backs into Nathan Collins. Nothing wrong with that at all. And Nathan Collins tries to take him down with his arms, and that is with no fault to Rodrigo. He does that a lot, and he gets an arm in the face. No problem. He's Brentford, mate. You should have done it harder, Rodrigo. No problem with that at all. He uses his body fantastically. That comes out to Harry Wilson. He pops it forward. Rodrigo makes a great one, and as we see in the next slide, forward from Rodrigo. Great finish, and he beats the most overrated keeper in the Premier League, Mr. Kelleher, at his near post with a great, powerful strike. And that should have been Rodrigo's goal, and he would have been full value for that, Rodrigo. He was superb. Bullying Nathan Collins, being a nuisance all night for the Brentford defence. Superb from Rodrigo, and say that he can keep that up. I have no doubt that Fulham will be at the receiving end of bids bigger than the ones that Atlanta tabled last season. But first of all, we have to get him tied down and lie on a new deal. But from Rodrigo, superb. Now, a fixture that I've been looking forward to for quite a long time, but I can't attend because I've just started uni. That's why the background is very different. And coming down on a Tuesday night from Sheffield for a game against Cambridge when I've got a lecture at 9 in the morning tomorrow isn't something that I can quite justify. But listen, Cambridge are going to bring nearly £6,000 down to the cottage to fill out that partly ends. And listen, while should Fulham win, of course, Cambridge are a League Two side that are just outside the playoffs. They've had a roller coaster start to the season, but Fulham will field a very strong team here. I think that you're almost guaranteed to see a first Kevin start of the season. I think that Anthony Robinson will get his first start. I think that apart from that, it'll be very similar to the team that Fulham fielded it against Bristol City. Like in the last round, it will be Benjamin Lecomte in goal with a back four of Timothy Castagne, Diop, Cuenca, and Anthony Robinson. I'm hoping ends his first start, and then a midfield two of House and Reed, Tom Kearney, and a forward three of what I'd like to see with Kevin. Emil Smith Rowe, and then I'd like to see Samuel Chukwueze. Maybe Marco will see that it's a bit throw in Samuel Light into the deep end without getting a sub appearance. He starts straight away. Maybe that will be Damatrai up front, and then you'll get Jimenez up top. We've almost guaranteed quite early sub appearances for new signings, Samuel Chukwueze and John Akusi-Asari. There is no doubt that should be strong enough to get the job done for Fulham, but I don't think this will be a walk in the park. Cambridge will be very up for this fixture. There's no doubt that Neil House's sides are always physical, and this Cambridge side will be no different. Fulham should take precautions for that, and we have seen Fulham slip up a light against League Two sides before. With there is echoes of the Oldham fixture, like in the third round of the FA Cup from years ago, and Fulham shouldn't be complacent. I have talked to no end about how crucial the League Cup is for Fulham. That is the opportunity that I see to be the cup that Fulham win. And don't forget that if Fulham win tonight and they progress into the fourth round, you're in the fourth round. Like if you win, then and we get a good draw tomorrow, you're in the quarter-final, you're in the semi-final, you're in the final. It moves very quick in the League Cup, and all you need is a bit of luck with a good draw, and Fulham are straight into the final. Really, not straight into the final, of course. It's being very, 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 very facetious, but that's all you need. And Fulham, for me, when you see the big sides that don't take the League Cup seriously, Fulham should do the complete opposite. I think that this is a big chance for Fulham to create history, and Marco Silva should see it as just that. And the team that Fulham should select should do more than enough. But Fulham can't be complacent here. This is a big game for me.